Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have another Nintendo Switch unboxing video for you. And yes, it's of the Nintendo Switch itself. They've released a brand new, Nintendo's released a brand new Mario Red and Blue Edition Nintendo Switch, including a carrying case and everything, fully Mario themed. And I mean, first of all, if you've been around on this channel for a while, you know I collect the Joy-Cons. So when they release a brand new shade of red, which yes, they are a brand new shade of red, and I'll do a comparison, I just had to get it. And then the fact that the Switch itself, for the first time ever, is colored, okay, I kind of had to get it just, you know, for my own curiosity's sake as well, just to see how it is. So here we are. This is actually the 10th Nintendo Switch that I have purchased, I believe, although this will be the 9th one that I own, because I sold one of them, the Super Smash Bros. One. I kept the Joy-Cons in the dock. The Switch itself wasn't anything special, so between my wife and I, this is our 9th Switch that we own now. So, yeah, it's a problem, but it's a fun one, I guess, so you guys get the benefit of seeing all these different versions, and normally in these videos, I do a comparison of the brand new Joy-Con colors with every combination of Joy-Con. I'm not going to do all of that. I will show you a lot of the new Joy-Cons, or a lot of the Joy-Cons in combination with the new ones as well. So I'll show you a lot of it, but I'm not going to do every single possible combination. These videos just get way too long then, and this is already going to be a long video anyways. So just FYI, what I will do is after a few new Switches come out, I know there's a Monster Hunter one and others I'm sure coming in the future, then we'll do a big comparison video and do all that fun stuff. But for now, let's focus on the new Switch itself. So here's the packaging. To answer the question that I always seem to get in the comments, is this the new Nintendo Switch with the improved battery life? And the answer is yes. The answer is always yes. Nintendo does not make the old Switch anymore. Every new Nintendo Switch that is released is the new model with better battery life. That is always the case now. So you don't even have to ask. But another surefire way of telling is all the new Switch boxes are in red. So I know this one's red because it's a Mario red, but even the non-Mario red ones have a red box now. So that's just another way of telling. Although, to be fair, things like the Animal Crossing one don't come in a red box, but that is the new Switch. So maybe that's not the best comparison. But anyways, here it is right here. As you can see, the dock is red. The Joy-Con grip is really the only thing that's blue, but it does come with a special carrying case as well. So on the side of the box, you can kind of see the carrying case a little bit. There it is right there. And then the back shows you the Joy-Cons. So red Joy-Cons, you do have blue straps, and then this cool little design there for the strap itself. Very similar to the Animal Crossing New Horizons one in terms of kind of a mix of colors, in terms of that style. And then of course we have the bottom right here showing you everything that is included. So without further ado, let's get this thing open and see what this thing looks like in person. Dun 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 dun! So right here you do have all the, you know, instructions, all the standard stuff right there. It is all in red, showing you all that fun stuff. Right at the top is the Joy-Con and Switch right there. So I'll put those down. Actually, let's take these out real quick just to save some space here, you know. So I'll pop the stuff out, and then we'll take a look at them shortly. Okay. All right. Then, next on top is the carrying case. Oh, and I didn't realize it comes with a screen protector, but apparently you get a screen protector as well. So there's that. Standard health and safety stuff. On the inside you have the Joy-Con grip, which will open up as well. You have the straps that I was talking about. The brand new red dock. And then the standard cables that every Switch system comes with, the AC adapter and the HDMI cable. I'm not going to open these. These are pretty standard with every Nintendo Switch. All right, so I'm going to move the screen protector out of the way because I'm not going to use that. Oh my gosh, where do we even begin? Do I just like jump into the actual system itself, or do I lead up to it? You know what? Let's just do it. Why wait until the end? Let's just jump into the actual Nintendo Switch, because that's the main event, right? And then everything else sort of is accessorized around this device. So here we are. The brand new Nintendo Switch. Look at that. That's actually really, really cool. I'm surprised it took them this long to release a colored Switch system. Obviously, you have things like the Switch Lite that are fully colored, but for the regular Switch itself, this is the first time. We've had a lot of Switches with like designs on the back and that sort of thing, but from the front, they all look exactly the same. This is the first time that we have a red border around the front. So for comparison's sake, I'm going to bring in my Switch that I use right here, and you'll see, right? So this is fully like this. You have kind of the typical sort of grayish border, and this is what you get. Now, which do I personally prefer? While I think the red looks cool, I'm not going to lie, I really like the color. It makes it pop. It's fun. I personally still prefer the regular one just because of the fact that I love mixing and matching the Joy-Cons, and I feel like a standard black and gray kind of color is going to work a lot better with a variety of Joy-Con colors than the red is. You know what I mean? So I think obviously if you're going with a red, you're going to be a little bit more limited at what colors are going to look nice with it. Now that being said, if they released a blue one, ooh, that would be really, really tempting for me to get as well, because blue is my favorite color. But this is really, really nice. So let's do a kind of a more direct comparison. So there's the side of the screen, as you can see. On the top here, everything is fully red except the screw is black. Obviously the vents inside are black. The actual headphone jack there is black, which is kind of interesting. It's like the only other odd, black piece there. So it's kind of random, but I guess it is what it is. From the sides, again, the whole inside little piece here, the rail for the Joy-Con is black. From the bottom, everything is red except for the screws and the actual USB-C port there. And then here's the back part. And so from the back, you'll see that you have the vents again in black. This is the one thing that did I accidentally turn it on? No. Okay, good. This is the one thing that I wish they would have done differently is the kickstand. Why does the kickstand have to be black? You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of really sticks out, especially because it's only on one side, obviously. But then it makes the colors kind of lopsided. So I mean, it always did sort of stand out because it is a different feel and material than the rest of the back of the Switch. But obviously, if it's black on black, it's not too bad. This one's just kind of odd. I really wish they could have just done a red kickstand. I think that would have looked so much better. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if this does kind of pop off pretty easily, so you might be able to get like a third-party one that is this color. Maybe somebody will make that. But out the box, it's a little odd. So there you have it, right? And then, of course, the Joy-Cons complement this red color here. So let's open these up. And so I had to collect the Joy-Cons. So here they are. And just like with any other Joy-Con, the SL and SR buttons in the middle are colored as well. All right. So let's plop them on. Boom. I feel like what you're seeing on camera is pretty representative, I believe, of the red, the shade of red that you get. I've seen some other videos where it looks really orange. This is not like a dark red necessarily. It's almost like the neon red, but more muted. Like not as bright, but kind of that sort of shade of red is what I would maybe compare it to. But I really like the look of the system with the Joy-Cons attached. It just kind of, completes the look, the full red color all the way around. Now this is where, I guess with the Joy-Cons attached, I mean, the kickstand still sticks out. Don't get me wrong, it does. But you're adding a bunch of extra black elements with the buttons and everything all around and the IR sensor here. So then the added black, I mean, like it fits the color scheme overall, right? There's some black all throughout. But still, I mean, look at the back. Otherwise, it would have been nice, completely red. But that's still really, really cool. I do like the way that looks. Again, for comparison's sake, where'd my Joy-Cons go? Here they are. On a regular Switch, you know, this is sort of the difference for what you're gonna get. I don't know how best to show this on camera in frame here, if I even can, but you get the idea. Oops, I accidentally turning that on. So yeah, overall looks pretty good. Now, before I get to the other accessories, I want to address what I talked about at the beginning, which was sort of the question or maybe misconception a little bit, because some people were like, well, they've already released this color red, right? This is not new. So that's wrong. And I want to do that comparison here to prove it. These are the new red Joy-Cons, right? On the right here are the neon red Joy-Cons. So obviously you can already see a difference here, right? And in person it's a bit, you know, more noticeable, where the neon reds are very bright, and you can definitely see quite a difference. It definitely make these in contrast look like a darker red when you put them side by side. So I do want to mention that. However, some people are like, what about those Mario red Joy-Cons? Aren't these the same thing? No, they're not, right? So here they are, right? And on the right side, I'm bringing in the ones that were released with the Super Mario Odyssey bundle in the US. And they're released internationally through other methods as well. And you can see the previous Mario Odyssey ones are definitely a darker red. You can definitely see the difference. I mean, it's not like super drastic necessarily, but there is a clear difference, especially in person, that you can see when you put the two colors side by side. So I did want to mention that. So these are a little bit of a lighter shade of red, but not a neon color. So if you liked the fact that, you know, they released these red Joy-Cons, the Mario red ones, but you didn't like dark red, you want a bit lighter shade of red, then here you go. So what does this Switch look like with the other Joy-Cons attached? Well, let's bring the neon Joy-Cons, the neon red launch day Joy-Cons, onto the new Switch. And you will already see a bit of a difference here. It's going to be more noticeable from the back. Oh yeah. I mean, these almost look orangish or pinkish by comparison. Very, very different, these neon ones. Okay. Then we have the Mario Red Joy-Cons. I'm going to call them the Mario Red, even though the new ones are... We don't really have good names for them. I'll say Mario Odyssey Red. How about that? So these are like the Mario Odyssey Red, and now you can even more clearly see, you know, the difference here as well, especially when you put it on this Switch. I mean, it actually is more noticeably different on the Switch than when I just put the Joy-Con side by side. So that is definitely a pretty big difference right there. So do keep that in mind. Now, how do the new Joy-Cons look on an existing Switch, which was kind of the main reason, because I'm not going to use the new one. I'm going to keep it for now for collector's purposes, but I have my existing Switch here, but I'm definitely going to use the new Joy-Cons, right? So how do they look? Pretty good. Here they are right here. And so, you know, again, this is kind of the benefit of having just the plain black model is all the colors you can mix and match pretty well. And here they are. I think I still prefer with the black, you know, model as well, the Mario Odyssey darker red Joy-Cons a little bit more. I think they look a little cleaner. In fact, let me bring in just the right side here for comparison. They're just kind of a bit more bold, and I think it looks pretty nice on here. But these ones are not bad either. So they're definitely a nice alternative. All right, so with that being said, we'll do some more Joy-Con color combinations shortly, but what I want to do now, though, is look at some of the other items included. So let's go for the Joy-Con straps, because these are also exclusive to this set. So what you get are these blue Joy-Con straps. And you have this red strap here with a little bit of white and blue pattern on it, and these yellow buttons. So obviously, if you know Super Mario, this is kind of meant to be almost like the overalls, and these are like the buttons, perhaps, for that. So definitely Mario themed, for sure. And so that's the thing that I know is a little hit or miss. Some people like the fact that this is fully red themed, and then the blue kind of accents it. Some people are like, well, if this is a Mario Switch, why isn't the Joy-Cons blue or something like that? I can see both arguments. Personally, I don't mind that this is all red because I think it looks nice having a fully red set like that. Like, it just kind of looks really clean, all one color. And then you can add the color accents with these other accessories. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Let's see what these look like with the added Joy-Con straps here. Check that out. Like, that's a nice Mario red and blue, right? Like, that looks really good. I think that works really well. Nice color scheme. I mean, this gives you the Mario vibes, and it certainly works. I like it. I really like that. So that is pretty cool. Okay. Now, speaking of these Joy-Con straps, because this is the first time that we've had sort of this darker shade of blue as Joy-Con straps. There were neon blue ones that they released, which, you know, if you really want to get down to that comparison, it looks nice. It's not really Mario necessarily, but it looks nice, right? You can still mix and match and do all that fun stuff. So keep that in mind. And then there was the ones that like have from the Animal Crossing. There was the one that had the blue on the sides. That doesn't really count. That's not really a blue Joy-Con strap. But what I did want to say is, how do these ones look with blue Joy-Cons, right? So speaking of the neon blue, right? Let's do the opposite. Let's bring in a neon blue Joy-Con here. Again, not really Mario themed, but looks pretty good. I like this blue color scheme. The red kind of stands out and is a bit of an oddball here in this color scheme, but I like the contrasting blues here. I think that looks pretty nice. Then we also have the Dragon Quest. Actually, before I even do that, let's bring in the Animal Crossing one, which is also going to be kind of a lighter blue. And the back was white there. Alright, pretty good. We have the Dragon Quest exclusive Joy-Cons. It's unlocked, and pull in the button. There we go. So I'll bring that in there. And I'll also bring in the Fortnite one that I recently got as well, which is quite similar but not exact. The Dragon Quest and Fortnite ones are a different shade of blue, so keep that in mind. Both work pretty well. You know, I like blue. Blue is my favorite color, and I like having different shades of blue to mix and match. The red strap here sticks out, but you know what? It's still cool to have more options for the color blue. So there's that. Now this is unlocked. These straps are always annoying to take off, and I'm always afraid of like damaging something, but there we go. All right, so let's move those out the way. And now let's get to the actual Joy-Con grip here. So this is also pretty cool because this is actually a blue Joy-Con grip, which is the first time Nintendo has released a first-party Joy-Con grip of a different color. So normally, Nintendo has a Joy-Con grip, and I'm trying to grab one while I talk here, like this, that comes with the Switch. It's just a standard black Joy-Con grip, nothing fancy about it. But what they've done though is, if you buy one separately, they have a translucent one where the middle part's still black, but the outer grips are a little translucent, and there's actually a USB-C charging thing, so you can charge the Joy-Cons while they're in the grip, which the one that comes with the system doesn't have, and that boggles my mind. That's such a terrible decision. So does the blue one? No. Blue one is like the norm. It's the same as the ones that come with the Switch, just painted blue. So if you really want to charge it while using the Joy-Con grip, you're still going to have to buy one separately, which they only have in this color. So keep that in mind. But here is the blue Joy-Con grip, and it looks pretty good. Again, blue is my favorite color. I like it. Let's slide in the Joy-Con here. And you get the Mario red and blue, basically, with this. This one's okay to me, this color scheme. I think it's a little too much of just red and blue. I know there's black of the buttons, but I wish there was some other accented color. Like, at least with the straps, you have the blue, but then you kind of have this pattern design in the yellow buttons, you know? It just adds a little bit of the extra flair. And I kind of wish you would have that here as well, just to give it a little bit of that extra Mario pop to it, I guess. But that being said, I guess the advantage of not doing that is if you're somebody like myself and you have a variety of other Joy-Cons in your collection, well, now it'll probably look better having a solid color. So I can pop in the gray ones here, for example, which look pretty good, right? So I can do that. Let's bring in the blues, right? Because blues are my favorite color, and so let's just go through the blues here. See how they look. Here's the neon blue. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun, right? Okay. Alright, this is not 100% blue, but we're bringing the Animal Crossing ones because one of the Joy-Cons is kind of bluish. I don't know if I like that, but, you know, you can do it. It's still an option, right? Still an option. You can do the Dragon Quest Joy-Cons here. Different shade of blue, but again, because it's kind of symmetrical in a way, like the middle is one color, and then the outer edges, and then these two, you know, sides are the same color. It works though. It kind of looks pretty nice. I like that. And then we'll bring in the Fortnite one, which was yellow on the left, and then the Fortnite blue. Looks a little odd because of the mismatched color, but you know, it's a thing. Any other fun combinations I can throw in here? Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's bring in the neon red to contrast it a little bit. Very bright, for sure. That's not too bad, but it does. The neon Joy-Cons are just really bright, though. It's hard to find good combinations with them. And then here's the Mario Odyssey red ones, which look pretty good as well. So there's that. I'm just trying to pick. I don't want to go through every color combination here, but just for a little oddball one, let's bring in the neon green, just for the heck of it, you know. There you go. Pretty fun. So you get the idea. You can mix and match, have some fun with those Joy-Cons. There's other ones too, but I'm not going to go through everything here. So let's jump into, next up is the actual dock itself. Ooh, look at that. This is the Nintendo Switch dock included with this system. This is, again, the first time... Actually, no. I was about to say the first time we've had a color dock. That's not true. The docks Nintendo has been a little bit more adventurous with. We've had some with some front designs. The Animal Crossing dock in particular was fully, you know, kind of a off-white color with the design on the front. So they have ventured into color docks before. None sold separately still to this day. So if you want one of these special ones, you're going to have to buy one of the special edition systems. But this is the first time that they've done a solid color other than black. And it looks pretty good. I like it. For comparison's sake, I have a dock right here. So just to show you the side-by-side. Same, you know, Nintendo Switch logo on the front and everything. They're not doing anything too crazy with that. Same with the back. All the same ports and buttons and all that fun stuff. Nothing has fundamentally changed at all with this, but there it is, right? So, what does this full package look like, right? Because the idea is, I have my Joy-Cons here, and then I can plop this right into the dock, and boom. Is that? Yeah, that's right. There you go. That is what this full package looks like here. And I think that's really cool. I think if you keep the consistency here with all the red all around, that looks really, really nice. You know, from the back, especially, you see full red. Now, this is definitely going to stand out on any entertainment system, you know, because mostly it's black consoles, maybe some white, especially with the PS5 or whatever, right? But this fully red system, this is going to be an eye catcher. So keep that in mind. If you want something that kind of blends into your entertainment system when you're playing your games, you don't want your eyes to focus on the game system itself, you might want to go with the more low-key, you know, black model. But this one, it's eye-catching, and it looks really, really nice. I do like the way it looks. And of course, I can slide my Joy-Cons out and add a little touch of blue to the fun. And this is where you get the full package of the Mario, you know, aesthetic here. And I think this looks really, really nice. This is a great, great set overall. But that's not all. With this bundle, you actually do get a Nintendo Switch carrying case included as well. That is Mario Red and Blue themed. So let's take a look. Let's open this thing up, see if there's any other... Okay, yep, we're good. So, here it is from the front. Red, blue outline, yellow zippers there. And if you look closely, you'll see like the gloves, the hat and mustache, the overalls, kind of repeated throughout this design here. And then on the back, same thing as well, but just blue. It's sort of the flip side of blue with a red outline. So that's kind of cool how they did that. And then when you open it up, you kind of have this is a standard Switch case that they've sold before. This is just an exclusive color scheme. So you have a spot to hold in some game cases and that sort of thing. Your Switch system can reside in here. I actually don't really even... I use a different case, but I don't know if there's a specific way you're supposed to put it or not. But basically, it fits in real nicely there. So that is pretty cool. I like what they've done with that set. Okay. So overall, I mean, this is really, really nice. I think lastly, what I would like to do real quick is... if I can open up my Nintendo Switch here, and we are going to connect the new Joy-Cons real quick. I don't know that I can show it yet because I don't think the new one... it might have to be charged. I might have to set it up. But basically, if I go into the controller screen, if you didn't know, the Joy-Cons are colored, but also the Switch itself. You see how the Switch is... it's a little faint to see, but it's got a gray outline of the Switch model. There's a black border and then gray right around it. It actually shows up as a red Switch in the OS if you boot up this Nintendo Switch. In fact, let me see if I can do that. I don't know if it's... there might be some setup required, which I don't really want to go through. But if there's a way that I can just get to the controller screen or something, I'll show you. But probably not. I don't think... Well, let's see. Let's see what I need to do to boot this thing up. But it's pretty sweet what they've done with this color. I'm curious to see if there's more special edition systems released. Ooh, that looks nice with the red here. Ooh, that completes the aesthetic. That's pretty cool. Alright, how much of this do I have to actually set up here? Accept, sure, blah, 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 blah. Can I do this later? Searching for networks later, come on. And wait, do I have to set all this? Okay, let's do this real quick. So what is today? Today's February 16th, 2021. It is about 4. Actually, let's go to PM first. Okay, 37. Okay. I suppose if I had just done the like the internet connection, it wouldn't ask me for all this, but later connect to TV. Okay, I detached the Joy-Con controllers. Okay, I hit next. Okay. Next. Oh, I don't want to have to set up a whole new user. Alright, well, never mind. I was hoping to try and do some type of a setup thing. I just didn't want to have to... because I'm not going to use this system necessarily, right? I just want to kind of save it around. All right, that's fine. We're just going to turn this thing off if it'll let me. Holding down the power button. Let's see if... is it actually going to let me turn it off now, or is it going to... Okay, I think it did power off. All right, well, oh well. Basically, the OS itself shows that it's a red console, which is just a neat little extra touch, basically. So the last thing that I wanted to do is, you know, quickly show you maybe one or two little combinations of Joy-Con colors. I've kind of done this a little bit, but for example, I showed you two different reds right there. You know, if you wanted to do that. I'll bring in, why don't we do, let's see. Oh, here's the brown one from the Pikachu and Eevee system. So I'll bring in that, and then this Joy-Con here. Let's see how this red and brown, oh, that's actually pretty nice, right? Like, that's actually a pretty nice color combo. I kind of like that. Okay, and what's another fun one that I can do, just to show you a few color combinations here. Let's bring in the Super Smash Brothers Joy-Con right there. All right. There it is. And we'll do one more color combination, and that's going to be the Animal Crossing. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this with a green one, just to mix and match and have some fun. There you go. So you get the idea of all the fun that you can have with all these different Joy-Cons and everything. Pretty cool. So hopefully you all enjoyed this unboxing. Let me know in the comment section below if you are planning on picking up the system, or what your thoughts are on this as well. And I'm curious to see what else releases in the future. I know there's going to be a Monster Hunter Rise Special Edition Nintendo Switch. I am going to be trying to look to get it. I know it's going to be coming to Europe and Japan. Has not been announced for the US yet, so I'm kind of waiting a little bit longer to see if it comes to the US. If not, I will import it, so that will be an unboxing that I do as well. Lots of fun stuff on the way. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, take care, and I will see you later.